If you're here, you're probably a new mum or having a baby and you're wondering what's everybody else's newborn essentials. Well, I'm here as a first-time mum with a 9-week-old baby to tell you what I think is essential, what I use every day, what to do and I don't to buy, what's a waste and what's worth it. Let's get straight to it. Okay, my number one recommendation, PVC changing mat. This is essential. Now, I never thought of this before I had the baby. I went and bought a fabric one with like a towel base. Big mistake, it was expensive. I gave £60 for this and it's not practical. I use it now for showing the room. I just have it on his changing table. But as soon as I'm changing him, I pop this over the top and this is what I use. I got this from Tesco for £10. You can buy them in Boots's for £7.99. There's some in Matalan for £13. John Lewis's £14. And then there's Bobbin and Bubble where you can get some fancy patterns which I love. I put on the screen. They're £20, so depending on how much you want to spend, but like I say, nice and practical, £10, I rushed to buy this. This is what you need. It's wipeable and you don't need more washing. Let's go on to number two. Okay, number two, an air blanket. Now this is a little pram one. This is from Nursery window, give £34 for this, but they've generally been the best investments. I also got the larger ones, so I got it in blue, the little blue rabbits, and I also got it in nude, with the nude rabbits. Now these have got holes in the air blankets, so if you want to snuggle them up, swaddle them and go to sleep from being a newborn to the age he is now at 9 weeks, these larger ones are perfect. Now he's a bit bigger, but in the beginning I actually used the pram size because he was so small. So you can swaddle them up or tuck them under them from the waist down either side of the next to me when they're asleep, and you know that if they do tend to move that they're not going to suffocate, or they've got less chance of suffocating, or any blanket for a hazard. So I'd definitely make sure you buy one of these. This is definitely an essential. These larger ones are £36, but if you're not looking to spend that much, which is understandable, they've got perfectly good ones in John Lewis's in different colours. There's blue and there's white. These are coming in at £20, and I'm sure there's other ones on the market. Just type in air blanket and loads will come up. Definitely worth it. Number three, I recommend the DockATot Deluxe. So this is from 0 to 8 months, and it's got the padding around it as a safety feature so they can't roll out. I've used this for baby Richard since he was a newborn, but he's actually the length of it now, so I think we'll need the grand sooner than planned. But it can't roll around. It's great for tummy time, great for chilling. I can lift this and walk around with it. So depending on what room I'm in, if I'm doing chores in the kitchen, in the bedroom, whatever room I'm in, I can move this around with me, and it's really versatile and easy to use. Also good for travelling. Also good for travelling because you can use it as a bed. This is £130. I've just checked though, and on the DockATot website it's actually down to £110. So this is not an ad, but it is in sale if you want to buy. You can get other ones that's a bit cheaper from different brands. So depending on how much you want to spend, for me this is definitely an essential. You can get other cheaper ones on the market, but like I say, it's £110 in sale on the DockATot website. So if you're going to invest, head over to the website. Let's go on to number four. Okay, number four is next to me. So I've obviously got baby Richard's nursery, where that's where I'll sleep when he's a bit bigger, but for at night time when he goes to sleep, he is next to me in the next to me, so hence the name. This is the Chicco magic one. So I bought this online. I got it from Mamas and Papas. So it was £249 when I bought it, but it's actually in sale for £180. Let me just check. Yeah, £189, sorry. Yeah, online. So again, not an ad. Generally just check to see the current prices because I bought mine months ago now. And yeah, you get a sale on there. There was an Aldi at one point, so have a look. But this is the Chicco Magic anyway. So it obviously goes next to me. This comes down at the side, so you click this button, this comes right down, which is handy if you're lifting him in and lifting him out. Or you can see there. So this is handy for when I'm lifting him out to feed him, putting him back in throughout the night. I obviously don't keep the pillow in there, that's just for sure. Take it out at night when he goes to sleep for safety. So this has got the holes right around it for air. It's got a really comfortable mattress that comes with it that's got all the good stuff that he needs. You can click it off and click it on, so this does actually rock. I've got it on still at the moment, so I've got it locked into place because I just found that when he was asleep, the only downfall is at night, if I didn't put it on lock, I'd found that if his body weight was slightly to the left or the right, then it would be tilted like this, and that made me nervous with the blankets and everything. I just thought that was unsafe, so I've got it locked into place at all times. But you can get other ones. The snooze pods are good next to me that I'd look into, because that is on like a rocking chair base, so you can rock that when you want to, and it goes like lengthways rather than side to side, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm not describing it very well, but I'd definitely say a next to me was an essential, but I'd look into and really shop around for which one you fancy. Like I say, this isn't good for rocking unless you rock it and then lock it back into place when you're done rocking. This one has got 11 different heights, so you can adjust it to suit your bed frame, and it comes with straps so you can attach it to any bed to make sure it doesn't move. It is on wheels, so you can push around each room. I can push this into the kitchen or another room wherever I am. But to be honest, I do tend to just leave it in here because I have got like my DockATot, and I've got like other chairs and things that I can put them in from the other rooms. An essential for me, and this is one of my go-tos. Let's go on to number 5. So number 5 is the nappy stack. Now this is a bit of a hack, essential for me. This is from Nursery window. So I got this for £54. Again, it isn't a more expensive one. I went all out when I was having him. You don't need to spend that much, you can get them cheaper elsewhere. But anyway, this is for nappies and baby wipes. So what I did is, it's on a hanger, so it comes with a little hole already where you can put the hanger. And I just hang it on the end of the next to me, and then in the night, if I want to change his nappy, I've got the nappies and the baby wipes there ready to go, and it's really easy. So rather than keeping that in the bathroom or the bedroom, his bedroom, sorry, I actually keep it on the next to me, so through the night it's a lot easier. Rather than having to get up and go and change him in another room, I can just change him there and then, and it's really easy. Do that, to me that's an essential. Let's go on to number 6. Are you okay, my baby? I love you. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Right, number 6 for me is a Ewan. So I got this as a gift. I didn't even think to buy this myself, but I would definitely recommend it now as actually an essential. So it's got different noises on it, different settings. You just squeeze it and it goes on to different sounds. So I normally have it on the rain, wave, nature setting, and it sends him to sleep, and it also distracts them from any other noise that's going on in the room. If there's any other noise that can wake them up, this definitely distracts, like blurs it out, and to be honest it even sends me and Richard to sleep. It's got a red light. Now red lights apparently send babies back to sleep if they're waking up. It sends them into like a bit of a daze, and I find that it really works, because if he's waking up a little bit, I'll click this and it tends to soothe him and sends him back off to sleep. So for me this is definitely an essential. I'll put a link on the screen so you can have a look for yourself and investigate, but I'd say a Ewan is definitely an essential. Okay, let's go on to number 7. Okay, so another money saving tip, the Aldi nappies. What a game changer. So you get 60 for £2.60. So at first I was a bit of a snob, Pampers, thought that was the way forward, first baby, but they're like £10 for 25, I think that's right, but they're expensive anyway. So Richard went into Aldi and he came out with 3 bags of these. So at first I was like, oh, they're going to be rubbish because they're so cheap. Being honest, hold my hands up, I was being a snob. And turns out I was 100% wrong, and I have never turned back. So they're a good price. Are you okay? Baby Richard's talking to me. Are you okay? Oh, I think he wants to join us. So, 1 second. Oh, my baby. My baby. Don't be sad. So for £2.60, they're definitely worth the weight in gold. I tried the little ones, no good, totally rubbish. If he has an accident, it came out everywhere, ruined a lot of his clothes, because you know how them stains are bad. But the Aldi ones I definitely recommend. Let's go on to number 8. Okay, number 8 is my baby carrier. So this is a brand called Artipop. It's denim, really thick. It's got a thick band around the top, thick band around the waist. So it just clips in. So this goes round your hips, clips in like so. And you can adjust it as tight or as big as you want. Then the straps go across the back. So this is at the front, this goes over one shoulder, over the other shoulder, diagonal like this. And then you get the clip and it goes in at the side. So then you've got this here. Okay, so I'll put it on for you and you can get a better idea of what I mean. Okay, so you clip it in at the back, comes over to the side, clip it in, and that's when you lift the baby in. So, come on my life. So, you get the baby. So when obviously they're a newborn, the legs aren't long enough to come out at the side. But now he's a bit, now he's a bit older, his legs are long enough to come out the side. So then you get the other side, and you click that in. Oh, there we go, sorry. So this was at £300 and odd. I bought this particular one from Harrods, but you can get them on the Artipop website, I'll put it up. So these are quite expensive, but I personally just really wanted one. I've seen different influencers and celebrities and various people on Instagram with these particular ones, and I just really fancied it. But you can get a lot cheaper ones from John Lewis's, Mamas and Papas. I put some on the screen. For all different prices. You don't have to spend a lot, but either way, a baby carrier I think is an essential. Now if he can't settle and it's time to sleep and he's overtired, I'll put him in this and he goes straight to sleep. So I can be doing chores, making tea, walking around, doing my jobs, and I don't have to be rocking him, because obviously as I'm walking the motion is enough to send them fast to sleep. It's really good for travelling, going on walks, being out and about. It's just definitely an essential. And if you're expecting a newborn, or if you've already got kids and never invested in one before, I definitely recommend giving it a try. Let's go on to number 9. Okay, number 9, this is the Doona. So this is really easy to work, compact. To put it down, you simply put the handle down. It's got a button at the back, you pull this, then put the pressure on the front, and it clicks. You lift it up, and it's easy to put in the back. That goes in like so. It's really easy to use. When you're at the shops, if you just want something quick and easy, going in the post office, doing little jobs, you can just pull that out, clip it out like this, and off you go. I have got the egg pram, which I'll put in the screen, and that's got a laid down base in it, so you can only be in this for up to 2 hours for safety, and then I use my bigger pram. But for little running errands, I'd say this is definitely an essential. It can also go on board, so you can go on a plane, you can use this and it can go on a seat, it's air safe, and it can also fit into overhead locker. Yeah, so really a good essential. Some people complain about it being heavy. Now as a fitness background, I personally don't find it heavy, so I can't say that that's a complaint for me, but I have heard other mums say on YouTube that they find it heavy. They are quite pricey, but apparently in Aldi at the moment they are doing a baby range. Come to Aldi and get yours if you're getting one, because you're saving a bargain. Anyway, let's get on to number 10. Alright, so we're in the car now. This is number 10. By the way, if you're wondering why I got changed, it's because it's a really nice day here and I was sweating, so that's why the outfit's changed. But we're on the same day and I'm still going. So number 10 is car mirror. So I'll zoom in. We've got the car mirror above in front of baby Richard's car seat, so he's in there fast asleep and I can see it.
You've got to have the mirror, because especially when it's your first, you're absolutely paranoid all the time. Oh, I wonder if he's alright, is he alright? So you get the mirror so you can always look back and check. And I've got another tip as well. Anita's done it wrong in this car. The thing to do is, for men, is make sure you put the car seat behind the passenger side. That way you can put your own seat back a bit further. This is what I've learned. So make sure put it behind the passenger seat. If you're tall, if you're short, it doesn't matter. But if you want a bit of room when you're driving, just make sure to put it behind the passenger seat.
Yeah, well, when I was doing the demonstration with the Doona, I put it behind the driver's seat for quickness, but usually we would put it behind my seat, and in this car we happen to have it behind the driver's seat as well. Why is it behind the driver's seat? I don't know.
That's where we put it originally, but we just need to move it over. I might do it in a minute actually when we pull up. It's only 2 minutes to do, but you just can't put your feet back the same. If you're tall, I'm 6 foot, so you know it gets a bit cramped. So put it in the passenger seat, and if someone if someone in the passenger seat's 6 foot, well, I'll just have to lump it. you want the bit of room yourself, don't you?
Well, it's definitely an essential though for the mirror. So I got this one from Mamas and Papas and I put it on the screen. And I also bought another one for our other car from Tesco's yesterday. So you can get these more or less anywhere, Amazon, and it's definitely an essential because I can see him in the back when I'm driving or as a passenger, and it's just a safety. That is my number 10. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and watch another video in my playlist. I'll put one on the screen so you can see. If you're new here, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're already a subscriber, thanks for the support, and I'll see you next week.